guys can tell from the title of this video, I got laid off, and it hasn't even been a full year. It really hasn't even been 6 months. It's just kind of been whirlwind of emotions and just trying to process everything and what are the next steps and all the things. So I figured I would sit down and update you guys. So that's the update. Not only me, but my entire family. So for those of you that are new here, I was promoted at my corporate job last July. It's April, and in order for me to take that promotion, I needed to move from Dallas to Seattle. And I grew up in this area. My family all lives here. And I actually worked with my siblings and my dad, so we all got laid off last week, which is just crazy. Did I expect this to happen so soon after basically being promoted? I've actually been working at the company for the last 2.5 years, but they finally made my position full-time, and with that, my husband and I and our 3 cats relocated to Seattle. So I grew up in this area. It's definitely been home for me for a lot of years. But we loved Texas, and we moved because the pay was so good, the perks were great. That was really the deciding factor on us moving across the country, which I stand by the fact that that was across the country. If you're going south to north, southwest to northwest, and it was a 3-day drive for Mike, and it's a 4-hour flight. I stand by the fact that that is across the country. That move took it out of me. If you guys watched any of our moving vlogs from over the summer and then into the fall, it was just chaos, and my life was just constantly a mess, and I was so stressed out. And then once we got here, we got a little bit more settled in. I wasn't living in 2 places. And then now here we are. I'm laid off. I'm unemployed. I don't know what to do next. I guess I am now a full-time content creator unexpectedly. And I'm okay with it. Honestly, I have a really great sense of peace about this. I feel like, everything happens for a reason, and it's all in God's timing. So I feel like he just has such a hand in it. Last week, they set a meeting for 8 a.m. and we were like, that's really random. And then my dad was like, I have a feeling that this is what the meeting is about. And sure enough, my brother, sister, and I, and my dad, we all headed to the office 8 a.m. and the meeting took about 15 minutes. Not even. And they were like, yep, we're closing the Pacific Northwest office effective tomorrow. And honestly, they started shutting stuff down that day. So my dad actually wasted no time, and he just locked the F in. He started his own roofing company within 24 hours of all of us getting laid off, which was insane. And so now we're Valhalla Roofing Solutions, which is the one my dad started. So with all of our experience and expertise in the industry, he thought, why not? We're just gonna do it ourselves. And so he started his own company, and I'm running their social media and marketing, and so far it's been great. So that's where we're at now. So we all just made the shift over to Valhalla, and I'm so excited for my dad and our family, and I just feel like it's gonna be such a great opportunity, and I feel like God is just in it, and I just love that for us. So good news is we've got a roofing company still. We're all still working together, which honestly I would literally want no one else. This is the best team I could ask for. We just work so well together, and they're my favorite coworkers. So I think it's just a blessing in disguise. Obviously it happened so abruptly, which is what is the craziest part. If it wasn't so abrupt, I feel like I wouldn't be feeling all the feelings I am feeling, but it just happened so suddenly. So I just was thrown into one day having a job, the next day not having a job, routine and all the things. So I've kind of just been walking around my house in just circles and not really having any sort of plan or really any routine whatsoever. So this week we're gonna change that. What does that look like now? I have no idea. I am still trying to figure out some sort of a routine where I feel some sort of structure in my life. I guess I'm full-time content creator now, unexpectedly. So what does that look like? I have no idea. We need to come up with some sort of a plan on how to take my content more seriously and turn this into a full-time job. I have been kind of doing it on the side for years and I love it. I just have not had the time. So now I have all the time in the world to do, honestly, all the things. And I think maybe a glow up is in order. I'm feeling like just in such a slump the last little bit, as to be expected when you lose a job or really anything. And I just feel like, getting my hair done, getting my eyebrows done, just kind of doing like a full reset / glow up in my life will help me feel like I have a little bit more control, and I just feel like it's gonna obviously make me feel better. So are we gonna take a solo trip somewhere maybe, now that I have all the time? My PTO and sick days all got paid out, so I have the time off now, so I really have no excuse to not do it. It's just a matter of like, how expensive is it gonna be? Because your girl doesn't have a job anymore, so how are we going to pay for things? I really feel like this is going to be a good opportunity for me to really invest in the things that I want to invest in as far as like my self-development. It's going to give me the time to read the books that I've been saying I want to read. It's going to give me the time to take those Pilates classes that I say I can't get up for in the morning because I don't have time because I have a meeting, or I have to go do X, Y, and Z, and now I just can't use time as an excuse. So I'm hoping that this gives me the opportunity for all of the above, and I am excited for, I guess, what we could call a fresh start. So welcome to my life after layoff, or my fun employment diaries. I started a new series on TikTok because that's the only thing I feel like I could have done to cope with what was going on. I took everybody on a vlog that day that we all got laid off. Now is day one of being a full-time content creator. So with that, who knows? I'm happy you guys are here. We're going to ride it out together. What's next? I have no idea. Now that I'm not spending all of my time in bed or pacing around the house, I think it's time for a glow up. I feel like it's time to start planning my new life, whatever that looks like, whether that's applying for new jobs, full-time content creation, both of those at the same time. What does that look like for me? And just trying to be honest about where I'm at. You guys know we keep it real on this channel. We're just gonna take it one day at a time.